Hello, everybody from the Whale Coin Talk community. Today we have a AMA with BabyMon Floki, Elon's Shiba Inu pup, who is playful, creative, intelligent, and brave, with an equal propensity for silly humor and mischief. A little baby monster. BabyMon Floki loves to paint and draw and create cute NFTs. Only his daddy Elon could love. I love that intro from the website. I just had to read it for you. So today we have
Awesome.
Elise, Anonymous, and Spooky Floki with us here. So if you guys could just introduce yourselves and give us maybe a little bit of a background on crypto, how you all got started.
Sure. Do you want to go first, Anonymous?
Yes, sorry, I was turning off my
No, you
office.
haven't problem.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that question?
Yeah, if you could just tell us a little bit about your background, how you got started with crypto, and how you started this team and the project.
Yeah, so basically for myself, I got into crypto as a spinoff from my micro penny stock junkie days. So to say that the volatility of this space is a comfortable one for me. I kind of transition. I feel like a lot of people when they when I talk to people, they say Safe Moon. You know, they're like, "Oh, I started with Safe Moon." And that was kind of like my into the space. I got into that. I got into a few other things. I didn't realize how deep this rabbit hole goes, if you will, on these type of projects um, until you really start getting into it. You know, so I've been in and out of a couple different projects. Got lucky on a few. Try to find more what I liked about the community and others. Kind of got paired up with Elise just on a random AMA she was doing. I really liked. I was telling her I really liked her vibe. You know, sometimes you kind of connect with people, and you feel like you could make something great out of a project that just needs a certain direction. So, did you want background about myself outside of crypto or just in general?
Well, what we already talked about this before the recording, so I know you did some tech support, so I think that's fine.
Yeah, well, the tech support was when I was younger. So now I run a company with, I guess you could say, quite a few employees. So my background is really businesses, right? So at least she's kind of the marketing guru. She'll go into that, but my piece to this is just making sure everything stays on track, kind of seeing the smaller pieces put together and the overall bigger picture. Um, and then also community. You know, obviously everybody likes a good, fun community, um, but yeah, there's a lot more I could say, but I'll let the other guys talk too.
Yeah, for me, I got into the space like kind of the beginning of the year in January, um, mostly with like Dogecoin. With I was just like seeing all the news come out about GameStop and everything, and then it was just like all over my TikTok, and then on my TikTok, everyone was pushing Dogecoin, trying to pump it up, and I was like, "What is that?" you know. So it was like the first like introduction to these dog coins. I had no idea that there was like even dog coins because I wasn't really into crypto besides like Bitcoin. Um, so yeah, so I kind of like watched that and just started getting into like Reddit and um, following more of that stuff at BSC and got more into it in April. And I kind of just like got sucked into like trading all the time. Or I like I live here in Australia, and our time zone is just complete opposite of everything else. So I have to stay up. Like all the launches happen between like 10 p.m. and like 8 a.m. my time. So it kind of just ruined my sleep. I just get really sucked into to launches and following projects and Telegram. Always been on Telegram, and I was in another group. Um, kind of like this group where people just like chat and we share like projects and launches and come like a family and really talk. And then there's Spooky. He was also in the group with me. And then just one time we were just like laughing. I think it was like a couple months ago, and we were laughing, just about like all the Dogecoin hype. I mean, like everything that happens in BSC, people just like launch something. Like, first of all, it's like all of the Everrise, everyone copies that. And then Baby Doge is super popular, so everyone copies Baby or Doge. So we're kind of just like playing around with like combining Monster and Doge, like Monster Doge. And like, oh yeah, let's do that. So we created a group, and we're just kind of like messing around. I don't know if we were actually going to launch it. It's just kind of like a parody on the space, and just doing some fun stuff and messing around. But it seemed like they really wanted to launch it, and I started having like a vision of these cute characters with the monster costumes and being like the Doge, but also being really playful with like just like the childish stuff, the stick figure drawings and everything. And with Elon's thing, so I hired a developer, hired a designer, and just started like on the project. Just started like piecing together like everybody who's on my team with me now. We just kind of like came together along the way at different times, and it's sort of like developed over time. Coming with like the idea for the merch store, the Shopify store, the NFT collection, and everything. It wasn't something that I threw together overnight. It developed like over a couple months. Yeah, so that's my background.
Yeah, it's amazing when you see people just getting together. One day you're there sharing degenerate projects, and the other day it's like, hey, let's apply our real life skills to this and actually build something there. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, people just, because that's what's so great about this space and like Telegram. It's just you connect with people all around the world, and you just meet like like-minded people that you end up like becoming great friends and doing projects together and doing great things. So that's cool.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Yeah, well, if Spooky wants to add something to that, if not, we can just go into the details.
Yeah, hello.
Hey.
So yeah, yeah, I've been in the crypto space for quite a long time. Yeah, throughout the whole crazy start of the year and all this and that and all the hype. I'm actually very into NFTs and crypto gaming, so I thought it would be a great chance to create something, something different, something special with Elise. And that's when we was talking about, BabyMon. It might have started as like a little hint of a joke, but a lot of ideas start that way, don't they? And yeah, I've been in quite a few projects here and there, so quite a bit of experience, and I'm really excited to build the NFT and the play to earn gaming side of things. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Spooky is the one. He's the one that first said it in the group. He's the one that said the monster Doge, and we're all like, yeah, that's great, let's do that. So it's kind of his fault that I'm kind of in this, but it's been
take full responsibility.
Yeah. You might like be thanking you. But
right.
yeah, he got us into it, and now we're all together. Our team has like grown so much. We have like quite a big team now, so it's really good.
Yeah, I was reading the website, and it doesn't look like it's just like a silly dog coin or something. You're building a whole ecosystem. So yeah, we can go into the tokenomics and everything about it.
Yeah, tokenomics is something that I came up with is to be like a hybrid. Like even when I started it, it's like reward coins are still really big, but I didn't want to do like all rewards, especially because like the more rewards you do, the more the contract has to dump. So like people doing high rewards, 10%, even 15% rewards, and people like FUD all the time that the contract's dumping and stuff. So I was like, well, maybe I should do it like just a few rewards, and then the rest of it be reflections, just like old school style, like Safe Moon, like Baby Doge did. Like a lot of them did that, just like, and then you could have the burn wallet. So I created 28% burn wallet, and so that means like 1.4% of every transaction goes to burn wallet. It's automatically burned because of the reflections, and the reflections increase the BabyMon coins, which increases how many Dogecoins you get. So it's all kind of like exponential on each other. Yeah, so it's kind of like a hybrid, like Safe Moon, Tiki rewards.
Yeah, it's always fun to combine all these trends that people have been jumping on, right? Because we've had so many so far.
Yeah, kind of like take the best little things that you've seen, what you've liked at different projects, and
Yeah, it's great to
find them.
have the best of multiple worlds, so to speak. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing. So yeah, you formulated the concept. You got your white papers out in your social media accounts and everything. How has the marketing been so far? What have we been doing? Because we're really close to the pre-sale now. So how has that been going on?
Yep, it's been going really good. We've been doing a lot of AMAs, trending on like crypto moonshots, different Reddit summits.
We've been doing an
Um,
excessive amount of AMAs. Like we have, sorry, I had to jump in there and say that we
excessive
uh,
amount.
we had one earlier. We got obviously this one now. We have two later after this. So like, I feel like when it comes to marketing, we're trying to do it more so like bootstrap marketing. Where we're actually touching people, touching communities. Some might call it old school. I feel like if we're trying to build a community that we can appreciate and actually get to know people, really the only way to do that is to physically spend the time to do so. Yes, we could have spent money to do, a lot of Twitter posts, CMS trending, just all the different, I guess, normal things you would think of just throwing money at and hoping something sticks. But for us, we're not trying to create a temporary hype. Uh, that way, a day later, everybody leaves because they really had no connection to us in the first place. You know.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
good. Yeah, and so you said you've been doing a lot of AMAs. I'm guessing the when Lambo when marketing is the top asked question. But what is the second most asked question that you've had to answer that kind of not bothered you, but kind of got to you a little bit?
Well, of course, we get the like, even though we haven't launched, people always ask, okay, well, when are we going to get on CMC? When are we going to get CG? When are we going to get all these, different milestones? And I kind of was explaining into the previous AMA that, anything that's, I guess, worth it uh, takes time. Like, yes, we could spend, thousands and thousands of dollars and kind of cheat our way to these trendings. But that to me is, for one, I don't feel is ethical, and also too, when you actually get that uh, the paying weight, it feels less satisfying. When you actually do it with hard work, once you hit that milestone, I feel like not only do mods and admins appreciate the time and sacrifice, so does the community. They also enjoy the trip to get to that point, not just having it happen.
Yeah, it's better for people to not feel relief when you get it, to actually feel exhilarating. So basically, the second most asked question after when marketing is when more marketing, from what I'm hearing, right?
yeah, like
Yeah, it's never enough. In this space that one day for a lot of folks feels like a week. So we we could do an AMA today, tomorrow, literally every day, and it'll always be more, 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 which is fine. I don't mind being pushed to grow the community and grow the project. That's part of startups. Being a business owner myself, I know that it takes a lot of work. And also just communicating with your community so they know what you guys are doing. That's one of the things I think myself, at least, and Spooky were kind of really proud of, is the fact that we're like transparent with our community. We don't give these vague responses that say, oh, we're doing a bunch of things behind the scenes. A lot of projects, they're always saying, behind the scenes, like the back team's working on it, and it's like, well, that's great, but I'm here with you, so I'd like to be pulled into that back room to know where we're on track to head.
Yes, it's always important to keep everybody informed, and I see you have a nice little roadmap drawn out, and you've kept to it. So now we're getting really close to the pre-sale, right? So I'm guessing the AMAs will die out. You'll get a chance to kind of relax for a bit, maybe in a week's time, I'm guessing. So what can
yeah.
you tell us about the pre-sale? Just give us like the once over, the hard cap, stuff like that.
So for the pre-sale, we kind of did it in a unique style way. So we're not just doing a pre-sale where we open it up and everybody can kind of just like fight to get their B&Bs in before the cap fills. We've strategically selected really two tiers. So we have tier one, which is 150 VIP spots, right? So tier one being VIP, anybody who has got into that VIP whitelist, they're guaranteed to do the max 2 B&B if they choose, because our hard cap is 300. So like if all 150 VIP decide to ape in, if you will, and put in the 2 B&B, then they're not rushing and clicking through to make sure that they get that in before it fills, like you see in some projects, right? So like after that 150 fills, we strategically picked those people based off of folks that we felt were in it for the community, building something, and also excited about the project to see it grow past that that first couple days. After that 150 VIP whitelist spots, we kind of did a tier two with 150 whitelist spots as well. Now, those folks, they came from just people who were generally supportive, maybe competitions, shilling competitions, things like that, giveaways. Those folks, I would say some of them will be able to put some B&B in, but if the VIP goes as planned, I would say they might be kind of fighting for that last fill there of the 300 hard cap.
Yeah, well, that's very good to actually go with a medium size pre-sale that keeps a nice buy pressure on. So people really appreciate that. Yeah. Well, the thing that I'm excited about is actually the NFT and the NFT marketplace that you guys are releasing, because I'm looking at this little mascot here and it's hella cute. I'm not gonna lie. So how's that coming along? What are the plans for that?
So as far as the NFT goes and the whole rollout of the NFTs, we want to kind of keep it, as you see the website, kind of like a cheeky, friendly feel, something fun, something play on. I hate to say like, oh, we don't want to go into too many details, but we have to leave some of the excitement for you for the rollout as well. But we do have a lot in the works as far as like the play on monsters, play on babies, getting a collection going. And then Elise and I and Spooky kind of even toyed around with the idea of doing the classic, buy back and burn. So the monies from the NFTs is going to really be to help out the community and to grow the coin. I also like the idea of once that rollout happens, everybody will kind of change their TG profile pictures to whatever little monster that they purchased. So you come into our TG and you see 100, 200 different little mini characters as profile pictures. I would think that would draw excitement and also curiosity.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, NFTs are great. Everybody goes crazy about them nowadays. Now, another thing that got me really excited is that in phase 4 on your website it says Tesla giveaway. Now, how do I get tickets to that? And how, is that,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, he's talking about
Yeah, the Tesla giveaway.
yeah, the
yeah,
Tesla
the
Yes.
giveaway. What is that? It's actually the first thing that I saw there, but I kind of had to dial it
Oh,
down. It's
really?
like, okay, ask about the
It's
Tesla
like,
later. Just let them have their
yeah,
fun.
Tesla. When Tesla? He's like, when Tesla?
Oh yeah, when Tesla?
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't decided how we're going to give that away, but that's definitely on the milestone. One of the
Yeah.
big
yeah.
giveaways.
I
Some
would
people do
say,
Lambos, some they do Tesla.
yeah, the Lambos. You probably seen on the website where it says, roadmap, and then we got little Floki there, and then 30 days later, we're already Binance listing. Just so everyone knows, that is not like our team's expectations. We know that that's not realistic. I
Well,
believe
yeah, that was just a joke of
that's
the character.
Floki's. Yeah, those are Floki's dreams.
Yeah.
But
Our
everything else
character.
in there inside the things are serious.
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to point out that anything where he's like drawing, those are really just our character having fun on the website.
I mean, yeah, it's fun and it's looking good, but it's also good to have these ambitious goals, right? You can't just start off and say, "Oh, we're just giving away a Ford Escort or something." So yeah, Tesla giveaway sounds amazing. So
Yeah,
you're planning on doing some checks listings as well, and doing a dashboard and a DApp. How is that coming along? Do you have a in-house developer, or are you outsourcing that? What's going on with that?
Yeah, I have a developer that's working on that, so that should be available shortly after launch. And we put we have all the design of it and like the UI, most of it done. It's just the coding is being finalized, and we put like a preview of that in our Telegram, so you can see it looks really good.
Yeah, on the TG you can see a preview of kind of like a little sneak peek of the dashboard.
And is it going to be a dashboard where you have to connect your wallet, or can you just put it in and you'll get all the info there?
You have both options. You could either connect your wallet, or you could just copy paste your wallet in.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's amazing. I know some people are really skeptical of just connecting to any website, so
yeah, same here.
It's good to get.
Yeah, I also like the copy and paste option where you don't necessarily have to connect it to see, because like the projects that I've seen the copy and paste being used, one thing that I always thought was fun was to go onto the BSC scan and copy the top wallet, you know what I mean? And paste it into the rewards, and like, man, this guy almost as like a goal to shoot for. Like if you're over here getting $100 in rewards, and the guy that's in the top 10 is getting, $1,000 a day, it's like, okay, this is real. Like if I put in the money and I get my coins up to that amount, I can actually see in black and white that they're actually getting those rewards sent to them. So we thought that was a better idea.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, so I was looking at the shop also, and I take it the $10,000 stuffed Shiba Inu was also put there as kind of a gag or something, or do you actually have?
Yeah, that's a gag.
Yeah.
It's basically a gag because the store is not live yet. Like you can't buy anything yet. It's not gonna take much. Like I have to connect to a merchant, Shopify payments and stuff. And most of it's just drop shipping to start with, and then we're going to do customized products like that. So I don't actually have that for sale, and you can't buy anything. So I just put like a really high price because you can't buy it. That's a joke.
Unless you want to buy it, then you get the real dog too.
Yeah, then you can DM me, and I'll put up a special courier.
Right, so along the plushie you get a fully trained dog. That's pretty good.
Yes.
All right. Also, I see here you're planning on getting an audit and all the good stuff for the token as well.
Yes, our audit should be ready tomorrow before pre-sale.
Oh, that's cool. Who did you get your audit with?
Watchtower.
Watchtower. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. Obviously, Elise, Anonymous, and Spooky, you're part of the core team. How large is the team, and who else is on board with you?
So we have a core team, obviously like the main admins, but if you check our TG, it looks like we have 100, 100 mods, 100 admins. Yeah, that's because everybody's really eager to and excited about the project to do their part, So we don't want to discourage folks that want to control the FUD, obviously. So you might see a lot of admins and mods on the TG, but it's kind of like behind the scenes. We're obviously chatting on the back end. So yeah, what would you say, Elise, the total team? Let me see real quick.
Total core team, and there's us three, and there's the coder that's doing everything.
Yeah.
JS, he's on our team. So I guess I'd say there's five of us in the core team. And we have a lot of people helping us too, like dedicated marketers who are really experienced in the space, and a lot of different projects, big projects they've done that are dedicated to helping us setting up the services and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, it's always good to have a good sizable team, and just to have roles split. You need a marketing person, you need community managers, you need PR like that.
Exactly. Yeah, we have community managers. Yeah, we have someone who's just the shield manager. Like he directs all the shield people. So we have people for a lot of different things. They're just, I mean, they're more outsourced. Like we pay them, pay them salaries and stuff. But yeah, we just have a lot of people to help. It really grows. God, I can't handle this. We just need more people.
Yeah, you never can have enough. That's for sure. One thing that I really have liked to see with this project is like we'll get messages from mods who will kind of like we can't obviously schedule all these AMAs ourselves. We can't stay in the chats, talk to everybody, get all the details. So we have a lot of folks that are kind of like voluntarily getting through all of the basic conversations, kind of tearing it up for us, and then bringing us into a chat with the actual contact of that community. And it just saves us a lot of time. And I think it also speaks to their overall excitement to see a team that is willing to put in the effort. I mean, how many teams do you see do 8 hours of AMAs in one day? That's a lot.
That's dedication. That's dedication right there. So how many more are coming up today after this one?
So after this one, 2 more.
Yeah.
We have one at Burgers United, and we're gonna have one in our own community.
Yeah, we figured that we would do 3 outside, and then we're giving our own community an AMA, just to kind of like going back to keeping everybody in our community transparent and in the picture. We wanted to have our own AMA at the end of the day after doing the 3 of them, to kind of like summarize for anybody who might have not been able to attend the AMAs directly.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like more of a sum up, because after 8 hours of AMAs, what questions are there left to ask?
Yeah, it's more so for the people, because one thing that we're proud of is that we're not even at launch yet, but we have the main TG, and then we have 10 international groups. So like we definitely have focused on making sure to touch all over the world, or as many places as we can, just because we know that one part of the world isn't gonna be able to do it all.
Yeah, and that's expanding. Yeah.
Are you looking at any partnerships coming up after the launch? And yeah, go ahead.
I have a partnership. I can't say with who yet, but they haven't launched, finalized, so it'll be like a few weeks after or something. But we're finalizing the partnership, and it will be, they have a DApp that is where you could take a BabyMon coin and you could stake it on theirs and get their coin, and they'll have like other partners and stuff like that, and you just see the other partners and vice versa. So you could stake our coin and get their coin for free, and that's one of our partnerships. We have another partnership with Airdrop to giving an Airdrop promotion to their holders for more promotion, more exposure. So that's another partnership. And yeah, we're in the talks with some more. So.
Yeah, that's great. I know there are quite a few projects out there that offer staking or offer their own vaults where you can get your coin and their coin, and yeah, that's very good.
Yeah. It's good for cross promotion.
So anybody that wants to get involved right now, are there any whitelist spot left or anything like that, or will they have to wait for the actual launch now?
Yeah, we reserved some for you guys.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I was talking about just the investors listening in, so I'm guessing those are sold out. When will the PancakeSwap launch be? Is it right after the pre-sale, or?
No, we're launching on Monday. So we're having the pre-sale Friday, and then we're going to launch on Monday, so that we can use the entire weekend to have a big promotion, so we could really increase the buy pressure on launch, and also because we have a fast CMC lined up on Monday, and so which they don't do on the weekend. So we want everything to be like just perfect, iron out all of the airdrops and everything. Like we thought about doing it right after launch, but it's really pressured. Like you can make a mistake, if you're rushing everything, things could happen. If you don't get everything perfect, And then you don't have a lot of time like between the pre-sale to build up more buy pressure or people that kind of FOMO'd and they didn't get it. And then also on a Friday is not like the best day.
Yeah.
I heard like not just for CoinMarketCap, like they don't list on the weekend. And then there's some problems with DEX trending. I think it's better also because we have DEX trending planned out also for our launch. So all that's just going to be a lot better on Monday.
Yeah, and one other thing that we did by making the pre-sale on Friday and the launch on Monday is we have a whole team that is really going to be. We're excited that our voice chat tomorrow is going to be open 24 hours. So like anybody can come in, ask questions, kind of eliminate anything that might be concerned. Because let's be honest, anybody that's been in this space really for any amount of time knows that trust and the overall feeling you get about the project is sometimes more important than the tokenomics or the rewards or the slippage. Whenever I've ever invested in a project, I'll spend more time in the community and interact with the mods. Is the dev available? Like, is there somebody that's actually going to be here accountable and making sure that the project isn't just dead 3 days later? So like by having the pre-sale on Monday, the pre-sale on Friday and the launch on Monday, it gives us that weekend to not only build up the marketing for the buy pressure, like Elise was saying, but also to build community. Like I can't say that enough. Like we want to get to know the people that are excited that they put in, 0.1 BNB or 2 BNBs and kind of get to know these people. You guys have a good community here. I'm sure you enjoy seeing like the same names, like, oh, it's XO or it's the Dizzle or, it's these people that we see on every day at the same times. Like you actually get to know these people. Like I would never have known somebody in Australia if it wasn't for TG and crypto, like how would I have? But to come to know some of these people has been, I would say, more of an enjoyable experience than any sort of money you can make from the project itself.
Yeah, and let's not forget, like, you need to get some rest, guys. If you're pulling 8 hours and then some team meetings and something like that, you need the 2 days, Like, you come back with fresh eyes, with, get a little bit refreshed and do the nice launch.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm loaded up on my B12s and my double shot espressos. So sometimes I feel like my body's dead, but my mind and my heart and my fingers are racing a million mile an hour. So
As long as the fingers are working, headset in place,
Yeah.
it's all good,
Exactly.
Right. So yeah, I'll stop waffling for a while. Let's see if we have any questions for any of the team or anybody in the chat. Just raise your hands and ask your questions if you have any. Let me just look down the list here. Oh, we have a question from Koma, I think. Hey Koma, what's your question? No?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Hi, just a question. Did I hear it right that the pre-sale is gonna be 300 hard cap, and tier ones you have 150 people of friends and team, and we're all the hard workers, chillers, and competition winners. By the way, I won the competition in whale talk. We compete for about 10 BNB, and you think that's okay? Thanks.
No, so the tier one VIPs. Well, to start, the hard cap is 300 BNB, right? So that's the most that we're trying to raise. So like the VIP spots, the first 150, a lot of those were given to the folks that were allowing us to speak to their community, not to like the team itself per se, but also to give back to you guys, right? So like we wanted to make sure that we were bringing in other communities to kind of just interact and almost be one, as silly as that sounds. So like the VIP spots, they're not like our friends and family. A lot of that, I would say a bulk of that was just given out to folks in the crypto community in general. a lot of those were handpicked. So like handpicked by the other communities, not our own. So like if all of those top 150 do fill the 300 B&B, which I would think in a perfect world, yeah, that'd be great. Everyone wants to throw in 2 B&B and the VIP list is enough. But for whatever's left over, it could be 100 B&B, it could be 50 B&B. Whatever the VIP list does not fill up, then that's when tier 2 whitelist kicks. The tier 2 whitelist kicks in, and then those folks get to kind of like, compete to see who can get their spot and what's remaining. We are not having like a public pre-sale. So like once the VIP whitelist takes theirs and then the tier 2 takes what's left, there won't be like a third round or hey, let's open this up to the public where they can jump in on the pre-sale.
Yeah, and we've given a lot of those VIP spots also to our Shield team, to anybody who's helped us out, the Shielders, volunteer mods and everything like that. So people have been helping, part of our community. There's been people who have been with us for months even, that have really helped and have been patient, like, as things are going. So
yeah, they kind of put in their sweat equity, so they deserved it. But a bulk of it did go back out to other communities to join in.
Yeah, doesn't look very good, to be honest. I'm not happy promoting you guys. I mean, it's gonna be competing for a 10 BMB, even though I won a competition.
If you won a competition, then you would have gotten the VIP, because we've only given out the VIP.
No, I mean that was a giveaway, basically giveaway. Sorry, not a competition. On a WailCon talk. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Good luck.
That's part of the VIP whitelist. So you're going to be part of the top, like we just said. It's all the whitelists have been. Most of them have actually been VIP. All the ones for the community members have been the ones for the Telegram shillers and the Telegram groups. You're right. You're number one, dude. Most like.
Yeah, DM me if I'll check and confirm for you for sure. So
and even number 2 is not like people are not going to put in 2 B&B. Most people will probably end up putting in 1. Some people won't even show up. There's going to be a lot more than 10 B&B left over for tier 2.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Well,
take care, bud.
There's a happy investor now, figuring out that he can actually ape in more. There we go. Let's see. Does anybody else have a question? Am I seeing any hands up here?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right,
oh, hey, go
ahead. Well, I've just tuned in, so I might have just missed it, but I just wanted to go over that. So you're offering 5% reflections in Dogecoin and 5% in BabyMon Floki as well?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. Because I've seen like reflections 1 or 2% and then a reward in one of the top tokens, but not that high before. That sounds really appealing.
Yeah, so 10% total rewards per transaction. So yeah, it's pretty high. We wanted like incentivize people to hold. Like if you're gonna hold, should be rewarded for it. Have a good incentive.
Yeah, and we also so I don't know if you guys don't know much about pay to earn games, but high tax doesn't really work well with the play to earn ecosystem. So while we're finishing off the game, the rules will be higher, and then once we get, once there are more options to get rewarded, we're going to end up, tweaking the taxes to optimize the gaming experience and the project itself.
Have you guys thought about perhaps putting aside some tokens for the checks listings and all these new features that you're developing? That could be helpful.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part. The checks list.
Yeah, for checks listings and for upcoming games and features and maybe airdrops if you want to do them. Are you gonna put away some tokens? Or?
Yeah. We have it worked out distribution, so we have tokens for that.
Yeah, oh, cool. And we have on the side that you definitely because like you said, for giveaways and airdrops, and also for the play to earn.
that's a very good way of doing it. I know some projects just dump everything into their liquidity or just set aside 1 or 2%, which is yeah, more than often not enough to add an initial liquidity to a checks listing, or yeah, to add extra features to the token. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's see. Do we have any other hands up? Do we have any more questions? No, everybody's happy. Yeah, we kind of
That's
covered
good.
it. I mean,
Yeah.
I do
A lot at once.
yeah,
So that's good.
I have perhaps one last question for you guys. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
ever been asked this, and yeah, I apologize in advance, but when more marketing?
Oh, our marketing's ongoing. It's just nonstop. Yeah. We are marketing.
Yeah.
We have a lot of community lined up to post for us and post pins and promotions. We have PooCoin ads coming up and Facebook ads even. So yeah, we have a lot in the works for marketing. It's just like I've been in marketing myself with just Facebook ads. Like I've done a lot. So my background is in Facebook, working for agencies, doing e-commerce, lead gen, stuff like that. And it's completely different, like marketing crypto, like completely different. Like with that other stuff, you just focus on like one ad source and just like really master that, like just really master Facebook's and your pixel and everything. And most of the people in my industry, they don't do like multiple different marketing sources. Like you just stick to one. If it works, then you put everything into that. But with crypto, yeah, you have to have marketing in every different direction. PR, you got all the different Telegram groups. You've got, yeah, it's just like a million things, as you know. But
And
we have a
and
lot lined up.
and some of the stuff, that you put money into for the marketing, you're not even 100% sure you're getting the best ROI, but you do
Yeah,
it because the
attractive.
investors, yeah, like some investors, as silly as it sounds, like they just love PooCoin ads, So like if they see an ad on PooCoin, they're like, yes, like I love to see this action. If you actually ask teams of marketers that use PooCoin, a lot of them, they don't really necessarily feel like it drives the most return on that money. So some of the money is just used for I guess just to show your community that you are out there in the spaces that they personally want. But a lot of marketing I find is just kind of weeding through. I mean, I get messages, I feel like every minute, of somebody offering you know trending, or you always can tell if someone's offering Dex trending for $1,000. That you need to stay away from that. One guy offered 2 seconds story. One guy offered me an AMA, and all he wanted was $100. And I said, I can do you one better. I'll give you 3 VIP spots for thanking you for bringing us into your community. And he goes, no, I don't want the VIP spots. I really just want the $100. So I'm like, okay, if you actually cared about your community, you would take the spots over $100 bill.
For sure.
So yeah, a lot of it's just weeding out the bad.
Yeah, but I also have connections. I have some really good marketers, like I said, that they've done marketing for a lot of big projects. So they just like advise me on what to do and what works best. They have like the experience and past results for what has worked and what has not worked in the projects. So that helps a lot.
Yeah, it sounds really good. It sounds really good. And yeah, we've kind of waffled along, and I forgot to ask you guys, is there like a minimum holding to receive rewards, and how will they be distributed? Is it automatic? Do you have to claim? And can you adjust the amount of minimum tokens that you need to hold? How will that work?
Yeah, it's all automated, so you don't have to do anything. You don't have to manually claim. It'll just show up in your wallet. So even before you have the DApp, and DApp is it's just like a beautiful way to see it, but you could also just go to, your wallet transactions, internal transactions, and you could just see them coming in every hour.
The thing that
And
we're trying to avoid too is, which is why we have so many mods to answer questions for folks in the TG, is that, like, I'm sure we've all been in those reward projects where somebody puts in, let's say $50, right? Which is fine. I'm not discounting the $50, but like they might only get up to $5 in rewards. They're trying to claim their rewards manually or force a contract to send it to them, and then they're wondering why they're barely getting anything, but they're using half of it on just gas, right? So we like the dashboard just so you can see, like, okay, I wouldn't claim it if you're only up to a few dollars and the contract hasn't automatically sent it to you yet.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, that should have been among the first questions to ask, but I just remembered. Okay, well, thanks guys. This has been amazing. Is there anything else that I've missed or that you guys want to add up to kind of wrap it up?
I don't think we're good. How about you,
I did
Marcus?
want to actually say one thing, and this is something that I actually strongly believe in. So, like, whenever I pick a project, I'm and really in my own company is more so picking people, right? So, like, I didn't choose this project because of the cool website or the little cheeky Floki guy. I really picked this one because of Elise. Like she said, she's from Australia, and this girl is. She's on, it seems like 24/7. I mean, I'll wake up at 4 a.m. She's on. I'll go to bed, at 10 or 11. She's still on. I don't really feel like there's a point where she's not on answering questions, working the project. Nothing's worse than like getting into a project. You put some money in, you have that hype man that's there for like a day or two, and then 3 4 days later you're like, man, where's that guy that was like talking all the time? Where's where's the dev, where's the project lead? Elise is super super passionate. Um, I, I i feel like sometimes at her own detriment, because I tell her she needs to get some sleep so she can feel better. I mean, we all know health is wealth, right? So yeah, having someone that is so driven is amazing, from my point, anyways.
Yeah, I just love it. So I just like it's like a passion project. Just got really into it. When I get sucked into something, you just kind of get absorbed in it. So I don't really notice that I'm not having a life outside of this, but yeah, it's been really good working with this team. Like when you work well together with people, then that's like the best part. We're a strong team.
Yeah, it sounds like it, and yeah, I just want to thank you guys, Elise, Anonymous, and Spooky, for coming out and
Yeah,
giving us the one over here. It's been great having you.
having us.
Yeah, if people have any more questions or anything like that, they can just pop over to your Telegram. Like, remember, guys, they're doing AMAs or kind of wrap ups themselves, so go on over and learn more about the project. So thank you guys, thank you for coming.
One thing I wanted to do, just because you guys have been so good. So like we have some whitelist spots left, the VIP spots. So like the first five people that pop off of this voice chat and go over to our TG and say that they were just part of this AMA and that they were listening in, we will give them a spot. So the first five people that can make it over to there and kind of say, hey, great AMA, or just acknowledge that they were a part of it, we'll put you down on the VIP whitelist spot.
Oh wow, great. So there you go, guys. Hurry up, go get it, grab it while it's hot, right? Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh, I'll finish up the recording and I'll send over a copy for you. And we have also been live on Twitch, in case you didn't know. So we'll be able to see the VOD there as well. So yeah,
Nice.
thank you for coming.